What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing today? I'm excited. Why? Just because I am. Um, I like the way the credit card channel is moving, and yeah, I'm just excited about that channel because I love talking about credit cards, right? So, excited about that. But we have a lot of things going on in the crypto market. I always like to look at the news, break down the news, and then also provide those same clips over on my reaction channel. So I'll let some people get in here and we'll get settled. But we'll give it some time as people are making their way in here. I know I put out quite a bit of content. I would have loved to have gone live earlier this morning, but there were some issues this morning. So of course I wanted to make things more consistent, and we didn't end up seeing that consistency. So it does suck, but we'll be able to go into that, or go into a lot of stuff today. So hopefully we can get through all of it. Good thing is though, my one video performed pretty well. The last video that I posted performed pretty well for cryptocurrency content. Cryptocurrency content hasn't really been, up there in the charts. I've seen a lot of people's content that have kind of fallen down a little bit. And it's because you don't really have as much interest right now. Until the markets start to come back, you don't really have that interest. Even in investing in general, you're not really seeing too much because, we've been in this bear market for a while. So we'll get back there. Hopefully we do. That's why I have multiple channels to be able to continue to do this, because if it gets to a point where it can't support, our lifestyle, then I have to physically go back to a 9 to 5, which takes me away from when a bull run does happen. Now I can't, do these live streams as much. So, and I would love to be able to, once things start to really run, to do those 4 or 5 hour live streams, 6, even 8 hour live streams that I have done maybe twice in my time on YouTube. And that would be fantastic to be able to do that. But we have to get to that point. All right, let me pin that. All right, guys. So we have about 20 people here. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Let me go and pop out this chat, or at least make the chat bigger, because I can't see words that are on here. I still can't see it. What the hell's going on? Pop out chat. Maybe I could do this and then do plus. I made this bigger too. I guess that doesn't matter. All right, I think we're good. I'll just make this chat bigger over here, and then make this smaller, and we'll definitely get into some stuff. Give me a second. Good morning, Matt. Hope you and yours are have a blessed day. I mean, yeah, I think we are gonna have a blessed day today. Hayden goes to preschool today. Harper is having a fantastic time at school. Younger years, I mean, they have fantastic times at school. But then once you start to get older and you start to go through that normal thing, it starts to get boring, right? Even though you're learning new things, that's just how it goes. So guys, if you have a chance, hit that like button. Make sure you guys tap the like button, and help me out, help out the growth, and the consistency in live streaming and all that stuff. So feel free to do that. Also, if you want to check out my credit card YouTube channel, again, we are now at 413 subscribers. So thank you to all the people that did subscribe over this last day. I know that there are people that are outside of this community that are subscribing, which is fantastic, because I want to make sure that we have, people that are really into credit cards and rewards and all of that stuff. If you want to go and check out this channel, this last video is actually performing pretty well. 300 views within the first 15 hours. That's really, really good compared to even this video that had 189 views in one day, or a day ago, more than a day ago. So yeah, definitely go ahead and check out this credit card YouTube channel. I do have a good video coming out today, Monday through Friday, so take some time to check it out. But if we were given an update on the crypto market, just to give you a full update here, as of the time of recording this video or in this live stream, you could see that it is 8:10 a.m. And currently we're looking at a $1.08 trillion market cap for the entire market. And you can see that here, it's down about 0.5%. Not a crazy amount, kind of flat. How you doing, Ryan Henderson? Good morning to you as well. If you scroll down here, or you hit the more button, or more clickable link, I don't know what to call it, you're going to see that Bitcoin's dominance is at 51.28%, which has increased over the last day. Now, if you didn't see one of my latest videos, which I believe was on my other channel, my Matthew Perry 2 channel, I talked about Bitcoin's dominance and when we're going to see altcoin season happen. And altcoin season happens when Bitcoin's dominance does decrease. And currently seeing it at 51% is not decreasing. That's increasing. It's making altcoins look worse. And even though we're seeing the entire market fall down, Bitcoin's dominance is increasing, meaning that everything else in the market is dropping down just a little bit more. And maybe Bitcoin is looking more positive than anything. I mean, right now you could see within trending, Bitcoin is up by 0.1%. You have Loom that's down by 39%, Big Time that's down by 6%. And if you go into more that's trending, you see Solana that's up in the last 7 days and up in the last 24 hours, $24.26. Phenomenal to see. Ethereum that is down. I guess that's probably where Bitcoin is gaining its dominance from Ethereum that typically has 20% of the market. So seeing that decrease and seeing Bitcoin that has slowly increased or slightly increased is what's creating that dominance gap. We can also see Shib Inu still in this list of popularity, where it's at 12. Pepe is higher on the list at 9, and then XRP is up there as well. You also have Pepe 2, which I talked about on my reaction channel. Somebody mentioned it and said, hey, what's going on with Pepe 2? Where is it going? Where do you feel, or what do you feel about it? And my honest opinion is that it's not worth more and will never be worth more than Pepe, the original, right? But Pepe 2 could have a push to it. It just all depends on, the amount of popularity that we see go into it, the amount of volume that we see go into it. And as you have more word of mouth and more things that are happening that are more bullish, like in the last 7 days being up 121%, that's where you could start to see things push. Now you are seeing it down 14% in the last 24 hours. So that you might want to take note of that. If we go back to the list to see how the top 100 are moving, if we look at biggest losers or biggest gainers in the top 100, you see Bitcoin SV that's up, Injective that's also up about 4%, 5%, Render that's up about 3%, and Solana that's up quite a bit. And then if we look at the top losers, we see that ApeCoin is down by 5.8%. Rocket Pool is down by about 5%, Flow about 4%, if we round up 5%. Gala is actually down a slight bit at 1.2 cents, almost 1.3 cents, down 3.4%. Tezos is also down as well. So a lot of things in the market, just look flat. You're not seeing anything major. You're not seeing any major moves that are happening here. Also, I wanted to go into the biggest gainers and see what's happening. And again, this is around 8:13. As you know, this is live, but I'm going to be putting this on the reaction channel as well as a full update to where the market is currently. If we look at the biggest gainers and losers in the top now not only 500 but all cryptocurrencies. We're going to see that we have CTN that's up 1,252%. Now understand that all of these that you're looking at that may be up 1,000 or 100 or 200 or 500%, make sure you check them out and make sure it's not something to where it's just inflated based on whatever the team wanted to do behind the scenes. Definitely look into it a little bit further. Don't just look that it's up this much and FOMO into it. You don't want to have that happen because then you end up losing a lot. A lot of times you want to find a good opportunity, one that holds strong, that has decreased down to 24%. Sorry, 24 hours. It has decreased down 64%, 54%. But you want to find something that has legitimacy behind it. Maybe it's Loom Network. Maybe it decreased because it increased so fast. And as you see that decrease, it sets you up for the next jump. You know what I mean? So find that next play if you're looking for a short-term play. But that's my update for the crypto market, just to give you something simple. We do have a lot of news to go through within the crypto market, but right now this is just an update on how prices are moving and how the overall market looks and what the dominance looks like. Good morning, Matt. Afternoon here. Payday tomorrow, so looking to add 5,000 CRO and 5 million Lunic to my bag whilst the price is still low. I think I'm stop adding Shib for now. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on what your plan is, right? I don't know how much Shib you have, but if your cost basis is where it is right now, you're going to be perfectly fine. If your cost basis is a lot higher, then you see less of a return because of the lack of burns that have happened, right? The lack of interest that has happened as well. So I think with Shiba Inu, it's like you want to find a way to get your cost basis down to where it currently is and, make your move based on that. So I don't know where you are right now and if you can find a way to get to that point. But that's a good situation where I see a lot of people that are bringing their cost basis down to 0.00007 and sticking around that level. My cost basis is still 0.00002, so maybe I should be adding some more Shiba Inu. The problem is every time I want to add more Shiba Inu, I always think of what the ecosystem dev teams are doing and how they're displayed and how they are trying to make this centralized, and it just bothers the hell out of me. But we know Shiba Inu is strong altogether. It's just they're using Shiba Inu's name as a mascot, right? So guys, we have 61 people here. If you guys can hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you want to check out my my Matthew Perry credit card channel, feel free to check that out. Go and subscribe. We hit 400 subscribers. We're now at 413 subscribers. So thank you everybody that has subscribed, anybody that's new or that's from here, as well as people that, are just primarily into credit cards and credit card rewards and spending and all of that stuff. So again, thank you for that. Good morning, Matt. Is Shiba Inu, let me actually make this a little bit bigger. Blah, 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 blah. Is Shiba Inu price no longer dependent on Ethereum's price? I don't really understand how those dependencies work when it comes to tokens under a certain blockchain token. So typically, I think what you see, even though, those tokens are underneath a certain blockchain, right? You don't see those tokens move as much, especially in a time frame to where only Bitcoin and Ethereum are making moves because of these, ETFs. And usually within the start of the bull market, you see Bitcoin and Ethereum make moves. They start to settle down a little bit. They don't have as big of moves, but then you start seeing a lot of those funds, a lot of those extra millions or billions flow into the altcoin market. We haven't seen that yet. And that's the reason why we're not seeing any type of correlation. We're not seeing any type of movement together, with the two or with a lot of Ethereum like plays. I mean, Jasmine Coin is also that. So you're not seeing the movement in Ethereum tokens versus, Ethereum and how you see that movement. Now, Ethereum is down 1%. So it's not really seeing much positivity today. But once you start to see that altcoin season happen, you'll start to see things move in the same direction. It's just altcoins may be moving more aggressively than Ethereum will be moving. Does that make sense? Guys, we have about 22 likes. Help me get to like 30 or 40 likes. That would be great. Goal will be 40 likes. Hit that like button and get me up to 40 likes. Yeah, Shib is in the buy zone. Let's check out where Shib is right now. Shib is always in a buy zone here. I mean, where it has been. Oh, wow. Below the 0.00007. It's down 2%. That does look like more of a buy zone as we see that. We probably want to get maybe a little bit lower, but still, you don't want to sit here and pinch pennies to make dollars. You want to be able to buy at wherever you see the best case scenario is for the time being. Purchase that position and, see it run. Maybe I'll have to lower my cost basis because this is a great time to do that. Absolutely fantastic time to do that. I just don't really have any free funds to do it. What are your thoughts on Solana? I'm a fan of Solana. I was more of a fan of Solana when it was at like $9 because I'm a sucker for low prices in a position that really holds a lot of weight. And so many people were like death to Solana, and I was like, this is an opportunity. You can say death to Solana all you want, but so many people are going to get in this, and they got in at a lower price point, and now they're looking at $24. So yeah. Jasmine, bro. What's going on with Jasmine? What are you saying about Jasmine? Let me bring up Jasmine really quick. Jasmine is currently at 30% of a penny. It's very, very close. It did get lower. It was at 20. It was at lower than 30% of a penny. It was at 29% of a penny, which again would create an opportunity, create a lower price. The lowest point that this has been, the lowest point that Jasmine has been was at 27% of a penny. If we look at the lowest price, 27% of a penny, which would be right now at a 9% increase, and the highest price being at $5. Is it going to get to $5? Most likely not. But are we going to see these way higher prices of 2 pennies or 2 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents? I believe so. So I'm just looking at these times as opportunities. It's just so difficult to see them as opportunities when you have a market that just doesn't look positive. You are seeing a ton of touch points here. If I put this line right here, you're seeing a ton of touch points of, recent, which means that you may end up seeing a real fight, and you are seeing a real fight around multiple touch points here. So hopefully you can break through, in this next push that we are seeing from this low of, 3.00 or 30% of a penny. You're seeing it at the higher level of 30% of a penny, 30.3% of a penny. Let me get through here. Man, this new project you can make some X's on. Interesting. Milestone. Oh, millions. Sorry, I thought it said milestone. I have 400 million SHIB, and I'm not far off my cost basis. Oh, that's great. That's great. Elmo ERC will moon. I did see they had some interesting details. I put out a video over on my reaction channel. I'm buying $500 in CRO today. It puts me at 52,000. That's great. That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I'm still at about 86,000. I might have increased a little bit. Yes, dev team is why I'm not adding for now. Waiting for something positive. Yeah, I don't know. We need to see something positive from the community and not this ecosystem dev team. What is Hayden running around for? She's just running around the table. And that's not safe. She's gonna end up like tripping and falling and hurting herself. As a protector, that's what I think about. I saw in the news interview that Ferrari will be accepting Bitcoin, Ethereum, and another coin for payment on their cars. Some good news. Yeah, I mean that's what you see there. I believe they're accepting Shiba Inu as well. Because if you go to Shib, I believe that's what's coming up. I almost did it again. If you go to Shiba Inu, I believe that's what comes up somewhere over here, talking about the Ferrari. And maybe that's because, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just an overall global news. But I thought, for some reason, I thought it was Shiba Inu. Maybe I just looked at that wrong. But I know it was Bitcoin and Ethereum. I know they were looking to accept the top coins, which is great. Right? That's good news, because if you have a Ferrari that's accepting cryptocurrency, the reason is because, you know, a lot of people maybe want to make cash payments, but you make a crypto payment and you don't have to go through banks. You don't have to go through, which I think a lot of those, you know, actual dealers don't accept cash payments. You have to go through like some sort of check, some sort of trail in order to purchase those cars. But for crypto, it makes it easier to not have to go through banks and go through a waiting period, be interrogated while you're taking out $200,000, $300,000, whatever you're spending on a car. Not saying that I spend that much on cars or on anything, honestly. My house, maybe. Like that's the only thing I'm spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on. Shib to another zero to make it 6 zeros. You think they're going to add another zero? What makes you think that? Algo new lows. Where's Algo right? Let's check where Algo is. Currently at 9 cents. I was a huge fan of Algorand. And even now, I can still see some opportunity within it. But I was an absolute huge fan of Algorand because of the overall supply. I feel like they have been diluting, and you see the price that has been dropping. And I was also a fan of the amount that you can get, right? It was my first like APY position, that and ADA, that I can gain something at first position that I staked. And I gained a little bit out of it. And then the second time I went into it, I wanted to put like an extra, what was it, 4,000 or 5,000 into it. And, you know, I started at like 25 and I was pushing for it to go to like 27, right? I was looking for a small gain within that. And that day it didn't look great, right? It pulled back about 1 cent, which was what I didn't want to have happen. And I ended up getting out of the position with a simple loss. But that's the thing, is that I lived to fight another day. If I would have kept that 5,000 in there, that 5,000 would have turned to less than half, less than 40% of the position. Like it would have been really, really low compared to where it started. So you have to know when to accept your losses, especially if they are short term. If it's long term, you don't have to worry about that right now. It's about what the long game will be and what it will end up getting to in the bull market. But if it's a short-term play, you know, if it comes back on you, you know, play it how you play it. But Algorand is at a lower point. You want to find it at its absolute lows. The lowest point that we've seen this in history, all-time low, was September 11th, 2023, was 8 cents, 8.7 cents. Last week, Lunix said 76 billion burn. Now it says 74. Where did it say this? I believe I have the Lunix burn tracker somewhere here, somewhere in my my favorites. So it does say 74 billion. I don't know why. Maybe it was just a mistake. But in the last 7 days, she burned 289 million, and total burned 74.76 billion, so almost 75. I remember it saying 75. So I understand where you're coming from. But it says 74 right now. And it's not like it changed. It's not like it's telling me, hey, this was 76 and it came back down to 74. Like that's not the way that it shows on the chart. It just shows a consistent burn up to 74, 75. or sorry, low 74s, mid 74, high 74, all of that. All right, so we got 71 people here, guys. If you can hit the like button, like I said, I wanted to get up to 40 likes, but I think now it's up to, the goal is 50 with the amount of viewers that we have. So hit the like button and get it up to 50 likes. I would appreciate it. We are taking the time to, stream a decent amount this morning, up to probably 10 o'clock. And then I want to get my other videos, uploaded and all that stuff. There's a bot in the chat. Someone needs a bot to boot these bots. What bots? I'm thinking December will be lows again from tax loss harvesting. Okay, yeah, I've seen that. I typically see that in the stock market, so that's not false to say that that's a thing. I've done that as well, and I've recently just done it, or just did it with Zom. If anybody remembers Zomedica, I was a big fan of Zomedica, but I had to cash out of that. Not because I don't believe in it, I do, and we're probably going to see a push, but it was just taking too long, and I'm in not the best situation right now when it comes to YouTube revenue, as well as paying regular bills. All of the money is going towards regular bills, no more money for investing right now. And that's to remain where I am rather than doing, going to a 9 to 5, because I could technically just work any type of 9 to 5 right now, but who's to say when the actual bull market's going to happen? And if I miss that, I can't stream during it, then that's a potential loss in opportunity, and also being able to find the right investment at that time, because it doesn't give me the time to do that. Wow, I'm just shocked you mentioned what? I did, okay. That's the bot you're talking about. I've heard a lot. Oh, there's the bots. I haven't I didn't see them. Hide user on this channel. Yeah, we don't have any mods here today. Peter Sutton, do you want to be a mod? Mr. P, do you want to be a mod as well? Let me know. Algo went from 40 cents with the World Cup last year, and then the SEC messed it up. Yeah. I mean, you look at CRO and how far that has fallen. All right, thanks for the recommendation. But what? I was going to say, what recommendation? Heck yeah, me and Peter can boot them. I'll take it. All right, I'll make you moderators. Yeah. I'll just make you a standard moderator. Can review and remove chats, chat messages, and hide or put users in timeout. Okay, that'll work. And I'll make you also a moderator. Thank you for, accepting this amazing position. Sure, she's very, Jesus, man. Yeah, this burn tracker, the Lunic burn metrics, they do a good job. I think they're on Twitter as well if you guys want to go and follow them. They're sitting at about 829 followers. And I'm sure it's tough. I'm sure it's tough to manage that and maintain that. So if you guys want to go and subscribe, or sorry, not subscribe, but follow them on Twitter, as well as add this to like your favorites. Add lunicmetrics.com to your favorites, because they do have all the metrics that you really need when it comes to Lunic and burning and circulating supply and all that stuff. So feel free to go ahead and check that out and add it to your favorites bar. We're currently at 40 likes and we have 67 people here. Guys, again, hit that like button. Get me up to 50 likes. That would be amazing. I bought 6,000 CRO so far. So you currently have 6,000, or you just bought 6,000? It turns into BNB. Good morning, Matt, from the West Coast. What do you think about AMP? I actually had AMP a while ago, and I was okay with it. Like I was a fan of it, but I believe what has happened with this position is a massive amount of dilution into it. So right now they have 42% of the total circulating, or the circulating supply that's out there. And you're looking at the max supply of about 100 billion. So they still have a chance to really send out more than 50%. So basically doubling what the supply is and decreasing that price to whatever lows they believe it can get to. Now, a $59 million market cap is not ridiculously, it's not ridiculous. It's still low. But if I go and look out further, right, you're going to see that we were at about 10 cents of a high in 2021. This has decreased all the way down to 10% of a penny. And being at that 10% of a penny with 42 billion that's out there, how much of that, did you see of, dilution that's there? So that happened within this time frame as it did run up. But you haven't seen much that's happened lately. So they're not really pushing out a ton, but they still have the ability to do that. And that's what kind of scares me with getting in some of these positions, is the ability to at least dilute and decrease it by 50%. But if we look at the market cap and the highest point that it has been to, it's been to multiple billions of dollars worth of market cap. Currently sitting at $59 million market cap creates a ton of opportunity just getting back up to billions of dollars worth of a market cap. So honestly, it's not a horrible position. Right now would probably be the best time, as you see in a lot of plays, the best time to really make that move into an AMP, just from a trader's perspective, not really an investor's perspective. But if you look at the ultimate goal of this and where it has held, around the multiple billions, it can possibly get back there. But we also have to see other information and make sure there's innovation, make sure they're changing things up, make sure they're offered on many different platforms, which they are. So honestly, it doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look the best that it could be, but it looks like right now, if you wanted to take a chance on a play for the long term and investing a small amount, let's say if it does get to $1 billion, it does get back to $1 billion, and you're looking at a $50 million market cap, you're basically looking at that. Can't think of how many it is, 20x there, because if you had a 100 million, it would be a 10x, and then divided by 2, you're looking at 20. Not divided by, but multiplied by 2. But you're looking at 20x that you would have there. So if you put $1,000, that could be $20,000 that you take a smaller risk on, but you still do have that chance of it getting diluted even more if that 60% or 58% gets introduced there. So from an investor, it may look like a great long-term play. From a trader, a swing trader, you could possibly have this, as soon as you see the bull run, you could possibly have this hit, multiple billions of dollars worth of a market cap and grow what you have here into something so much more. But CRO has the best risk versus reward ratio. It does have a great one. It does have a great risk versus reward ratio. I think a lot of things in the market do, especially ADA. I feel like the risk is like minimal with ADA, and the amount of reward that you're going to get is just insane. But you can see a lot of positions like that, right, where they're at their kind of all-time lows, and you see things absolutely take off to a whole nother, or you see the potential of it taking off to a whole nother level because it doesn't really have any room to go lower. It doesn't have any room to go south. It's like you being in the US and being at the edge of Florida or something. You have no room to go south. You can only go north. I mean, you can go south, but you're gonna hit a lot of ocean, and and there's also South America. But still, let's just take that out of there. I actually forgot about South America. So I just thought about that. I was like, wait, there's South America below there. Can you tell that's not my strong suit? But it's okay. You could hit a lot of ocean. Well, technically, if you go at the same angle, right, you may be hitting a lot of ocean. You won't. You know what? I'm not even gonna try to explain that to you. My goal is 100,000 CRO. Your America is. I was waiting for somebody to say something here. So my goal for CRO is 100,000, but I want to work my way up to that point. And what I'm doing now is I have 60,000 that's sitting in my DeFi wallet, and honestly, I'm only gaining about 10,000 per year or something. And as we see the bull run, which could, happen, the end of this year, and flourish in 2024, which I do believe 2024 is going to be very strong with all the things that we have seen. The issue is that you never know what the SEC is going to do. But right now, I think I'm sitting at. I haven't bought any more, and I would love to buy more before we see things push up, because it's only 5 cents, right? If I wanted to buy and get up to 100,000, I only need. Why do I not know math? I only need about 15 or 14,000 more, which honestly, I wouldn't need to spend a hell of a lot, because my 25,000 is worth 1,285 that's sitting outside of the wallet. But then I want to have 75 that's sitting inside the DeFi wallet. I currently have 61 that's sitting inside the staking pool, and then I have 25 that's sitting outside of it. So total is looking at 86,000. I want to get to 100,000, which means I would only have to buy about 14,000. Or if we have another goal in mind of being able to generate a little bit more, maybe I can buy 10,000 of it, which would be $500 or so, $500, $600, depending what the price is right now. And then we can go from there, which, again, I don't have an extra $500. DJ Trev, thank you for being here. Good morning. If you keep restaking rewards, they grow faster. Yeah, I know. If you keep restaking rewards, they do grow faster, and it's called compound interest that you're gaining. For me, I restake the rewards that I have right now, but the issue that I deal with is I want to keep some out of it, because you do have an unstaking period. So with you having that unstaking period, if I hit some goals that I have, I want to be able to have certain amounts that I sell at those times, because the first sell that I plan on having is as you get up to a value of $1 or $1.50, between that range, each 1,000 that you have, that's $1,000, right? So I'm looking to take my initial investment plus a profit, because my initial investment was about $12,000 or $13,000, and if I would have put that in right now, it would be worth a hell of a lot if I put in 12 or 13,000. If I wanted to grab 10 right now, it'll only be 500. So if I put in, if I wanted to grab 10,000, then it would only, 10,000 would only cost me $500. So 20,000 would be, $1,000. I would basically have, like 200,000 plus if I put it in there now. So obviously I don't really have those funds right now because cryptocurrency is at its like lowest interest as it has ever been. And it sucks that it is, because with cryptocurrency at its lowest interest, that means that I have the lowest revenue that's coming in the door, meaning that I can't buy at these absolute lows. And it freaking sucks because as you see, even just AMP that's on the screen, as you see a CRO that's out here with all of the opportunity that has, CRO, and where it's at 5 cents, or BNB, or even, when Bitcoin was at its absolute lowest, seeing it at 15,000, right? I would have loved to have extra funds to just throw on that. And honestly, I was thinking about taking some sort of funds and just throwing it on there, even funds that I didn't have that were going to be a loan. And if things fell back on me, I would just lose a small amount. But if I took that risk, which I was going to at 15,000, I would have been able to double whatever I put in there, which could have been, 2 Bitcoin, turning it into $30,000 per Bitcoin, basically $60,000 total. I would have turned 30,000 into 60,000, right? That's just how that goes. And that's the simplest way of doing it. That's what a lot of people would decide to do. But I didn't want to take that risk. I didn't want to play that game, even though the risk to reward was very high. No, I've invested with margin twice, right, in the stock market, and I was successful both times. I feel like when you care about the money a little bit more, if you care about the money a little bit more when that happens, some people don't care about it and they just see it as like more opportunity and less of like it's going to fire back on them or fall back on them. If you play it as the most risky play, then or play it as the most risky play and manage it as that, you would be able to benefit the most out of it because you care about that a lot. So you're playing that extremely high risk play to be safer and be disciplined with that. But if you're not disciplined and you're not going to be disciplined, do not do that. Matt, what are your thoughts on Kaspa? Are you bullish? Yes, I'm bullish on Kaspa. The issue is that I'm trying to find the right price. People keep on telling me in the comment sections are like, you keep saying that you're gonna get into Kaspa at certain levels, and they're like, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna get back down to 35 or 3.5 cents, and that's where my first initial buy will be. I don't really have funds set aside, but I will find a way to free up funds when we do hit that level. But if we don't, then I'm not going to make a move into Kaspa. I do feel strongly about this play. I've seen so many good things, read so many good things, and it looks like something that is going to go from a less than $1 billion market cap to multiple tens of billions of dollars worth of a market cap. That's the way that I see it, and that's the way that a lot of other people see it. I just want to find the best opportunity to get me a little bit more. Even though I wouldn't be missing out on the opportunity, I would just be limiting the amount of profit that I can gain if I don't get in at 3.5 cents versus 4.6 cents, right? So that's just my overall look of it. And the way that things have increased, like I can't do it as I see all history. I just can't do it seeing it closer to the highest point that has ever been. I cannot do that. I have to see it at a lower point, whether it's here, whether it's here, whether it's here. I have to see it at a lower point. And for people that say, hey, you're just not going to get in, well, that's fine. That's my strategy. So if I don't get in at a lower point or a retracement period, then that's okay. I missed my opportunity. I feel you. There's a lot I want to buy now. but no liquidity. Yeah. How's Luna, mate? How is Terra Luna Classic right now? Let's see what the price is looking like. Whoops, put too many R's. Terra Luna Classic is down about 1.2%, down to 0.00005. At 4 zeros, we're seeing it at a $300 million market cap, 320 with only $10 million worth of volume. Again, I expect to see so much more within the bull market, but right now it's just, plain, just nothing really happening. Cass is the easiest 5x from here. Fastest chain ever. Matthew Perry, look at Turbo Coin. You will be happy to join the ride. Look at the chart. I know we're going. Wait, I know we are going in the bull run. What is Turbo? Have you ever seen the movie Turbo with the snail that goes fast? I saw that on Netflix with the kids. Currently up about 10%. Seeing it at 0.0001. You're looking at million, billion, 63 billion coins that are out there. $7 million worth of a market cap with $5 million worth of volume. That looks fantastic. It looks like, the price did dive, and maybe that's because a lot of the supply was issued then. I really don't know, but it's not going to tell me because it's too early on as you're seeing that. Typically you see it doesn't really give you the information via market cap and how things were going or what happened there market cap wise, but it has decreased down to here and it's been hovering since mid 2023 around this level. You're now starting to see it pick up just a little bit up to that $7 million market cap. It did show the highest point here. You're seeing it just jump sorry, from this $4 million market cap up to a $7 million market cap recently in this month. So it could look like an opportunity, but there's a couple of things that maybe like what's going on here? Why are we seeing it pump up, this much? But the good thing is most of the supply is offered. You're looking at 91% of the supply that is offered there. Volume to market cap ratio 65%. Again, you're seeing a lot of volume today, but overall, it's down 81% if we look at all history. So let's see, where's it offered at? It's offered on 28 different places, so it's not like it's a position that doesn't have any type of volume. So I'll tell you this, it's interesting, and you probably have to see a further look in order to fully understand what this is and where it will go. But it's a great first look at it. Can't say that I'm overly negative about it, but I'm also not overly positive about it. Best place to buy Kaspa. You said Casper or Kaspa? Kaspa. The best places to buy Kaspa or different places to purchase it. If we look at the markets, we're going to see they have KuCoin. I can't purchase on KuCoin. Gate.io. You have MEXC. You have LBank. You have XT.com. I'm sure once you get this on like a super major platform, which KuCoin is, but once you get this on a super like platform there, it's gonna absolutely explode even more than it already has. That's why I kind of want to get in before that, but I want to see that price pull back. And if it doesn't, and they launch on other places that are higher tier, that have more volume, more users, then oh well. Guys, we have 80 people here and we have 60 likes. Hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I would appreciate it a lot. Also, if you are a fan of credit cards, follow my credit card YouTube channel, which is now at 413 subscribers. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, and you can subscribe to that and be a part of it over there. I just got approved for the Chase Freedom Flex card, and I posted that video. I do have a video that's going to be posted today. That's I feel like good information. So if you want to, if you're in the US and you like credit cards, credit card bonuses, credit card churning, then feel free to go and subscribe to that and let me know what you think about it. Let's see. HBAR is a smarter choice than Kaspa. Why is it a smarter choice than Kaspa? I think they can both be a play. They can both be a good play. I don't know where HBAR is today. Currently sitting at about 4.5 cents, 4.6 or 4.7 cents, down 2.69%, sitting at a $1.5 billion market cap with $42 million worth of volume. This reminds me of, like, if I'm looking at it just from the market cap and volume perspective, it reminds me of a CRO that's there because it's at a $1.5 billion market cap, $1.6 billion market cap, and you're seeing volume. The only thing is that it reminds me of that, but with a higher amount of volume. Because typically CRO is seeing a lower amount of volume, like less than $10 million worth of volume. And the reason being is because most people are staking their position. They're not really moving it. They're just holding it for a long time. So it gives it strength as you look at CRO. But yeah, HBAR does not look bad at all. I would love to have HBAR. I just haven't purchased it yet. Which honestly, this looks like the same situation where it's showing me for all history, you can see this up to 45 cents, which was up to a $6 billion market cap. And this could go a lot further than 42 cents, right? HBAR to $1 is what I see a ton of. I think what we're going to do in this is we're going to stop this. Wait, what? How many hours have we been live streaming? Have we been even an hour? I was going to say we should do an hour live streaming about crypto and do like an hour or 30 minutes live streaming about like stocks and stuff, because I would like to go over some stock market things or something that's happening, some businesses, and whether we're talking about AMC or Palantir or whatever, right? Tesla, Meta, doesn't matter. I want to be able to talk about everything that's happening within the markets. HBAR investors will dump on you all day long. Unfortunately, everything. Wait, every day that passes, I lose hope in Lunic a little more. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Definitely would love to hear about all of those. Yeah, we can give some news on all that stuff. Let's quickly get into some crypto stuff. So we have here, which I thought was an interesting topic of conversation. Can you use crypto YouTube channels to time the market? Yes, says Delphi. Hopefully, I'm saying that name right, or Delphi. Delphi. Tracking changes in viewership and subscribers based on popular crypto related YouTube channels can offer insight into retail investor sentiment and impending market trends. And that's very, very true, as we see a lot of YouTube channels that may talk about the same thing because it may be popular. Considering the number of crypto related YouTube channels you have subscribed to and the hours spent per day watching these videos, now multiply these figures by the numbers of subscribers for each channel. The resulting data can be used as a sentiment indicator to gauge how the general populace feels about the crypto market and predict major market tops and bottoms, according to crypto research firm Delphi Digital. Analyzing the relationship between the average weekly views and subscriber growth / decline of popular crypto related YouTube channels ought to shed some more color on retail participation, Delphi research analyst said in a note to clients on Wednesday. Although far from perfect, using these alternative metrics does provide some valuable insight into the market trends and impact of retail participation. Retail investors are usually the last to board the rally and exit the market. These decisions to invest in often based on information disseminated through freely available sources like YouTube and blogs. Hence, a pickup on viewership for YouTube channels can be seen as a contrary indicator, just as Google search trends or investor sentiment surveys. Savvy traders and professional money managers use retail investor-focused sentiment indicators as contrarian indicators, buying when the retail sentiment is too pessimistic, and selling when the sentiment is overly optimistic. Data tracked by Delphi shows that the weekly change in views and subscriber counts of popular channels like The Moon, BitBoy, Crypto, Data Dash, Elio Trades Crypto, Ivan the Tech, and historically mimic the crypto boom bust cycles. Which you see in these charts, I guess. Weekly video views gained, weekly subscribers gained, weekly video views gained for The Moon. So you see that for The Moon, for Ivan the Tech. Interesting. The chart shown the weekly gain of subscriber counts and viewership for The Moon and Ivan the Tech peaked in early 2021 as Bitcoin or BTC reached a significant high above 60,000 and quickly fell to 30,000. The cryptocurrency bounced back to a new all-time high of 69,000 in November 2021, but failed to bring new business to two channels in the subsequent 12 months. The weekly gains in viewership and subscriber counts followed the bearish broader market trend. More importantly, Bitcoin's year-to-date gains over 70% has yet to boost both channels. Subscriber base and viewership, and it's a sign that general population is still sitting on the sideline, hungover from the last year's brutal bear market, according to DeFi analyst of a popular social media platform, can be as effective as YouTube viewership. So this was interesting to see them talk about YouTube channels. I didn't expect them to mention mine. Usually you talk about the top crypto channels. You know, you even have Brian Jong, that's still a crypto channel. He talks about credit cards a lot now and doesn't really mention crypto because you can see the trends. And that's the reason why he kind of switched, because if he continued to just talk about crypto, viewership would be down. But as crypto starts to pick up again, he starts to go back into crypto. So I noticed it, but I didn't think that the bear market was going to last that long. But anyways, you have trends that relate to, cryptocurrency and relate to viewership. And I have seen it obviously with the struggle that we've seen for views in channels like mine, even, Clay Bros, or, why can't I think of anybody else's crypto channel? Just other ones that are out there. You see the decline in viewership in everybody's channel based on no matter what position you're talking about. It could be running by 1,000%. The only spike that we did see was when we saw the blockchain conference and Satoshi that was going through that. Now we don't really see that spike. But the point is that you could manage investing around what YouTube channels talk about, what the popularity is talking about, as well as Google Trends, in order to invest effectively and make money for the long term, right? Especially in a down market, you look at that and you want to find a way to make money in that down market. So this was definitely an interesting topic. Once I saw it, I was like, I have to go through this. I have to read it. So yeah, it was good. YouTube index, the Big Mac index words. We need to get out this either. Wait, we need to get. Sorry, I can't read. We need to get out of this either or mentality. H bar or Kaspa, Pepe or Elmo, Doge or Shib. Be diverse. Be diversified. It's not a competition. It's about making money wherever you can. Very, very true. Very, very true. If you can find a way to buy both, if you believe that both are the way to go, then go ahead and get that. It's not Doge over Shib. It's not Shib over Doge, even though as you see that, that becomes a popular topic of conversation on YouTube. It's like, what should you buy, Shib or Doge? If you were looking to spend your first money and you were only looking to buy one position, that's where it always is, that competition. So I'm not going to say it's never a competition, but I do feel like people will say, hey, I bought H bar and I'll buy way more H bar over Kaspa. And it's like, you don't see any opportunity in Kaspa at all. And you also don't want to be diversified in that position just in case Kaspa does run a little bit more. Or Kaspa is a late bloomer and you have H bar in these gains and then Kaspa starts to run as well. And now you have gains in both. It's always an opportunity to find multiple investment opportunities there. And you got to take advantage of that. Absolutely 100% agree with you on that. Trev, good morning, everybody. Looks like Elmo doing well. It's up 15%. Is it? Is it because of my video? Probably not. My video was on the reaction channel. I don't know if it even got any views. I haven't checked anything lately. So it's up 10% right now, up to about 55% of a penny, which is great to see. We saw a little bit of a spike. If we look at the last 7 days, we've been seeing this trend upward. It is having some really, really aggressive moves though, which I don't like, but overall still trending upward. I'm okay with that. And also if you see you have $189,000 worth of volume. I'm wondering what this, surprise is going to be, what this big thing is going to be, because I haven't seen anything. Actually, I haven't checked Twitter lately, and I'm sure others know what it is. I always like the surprise. I could ask and then they would tell me and I wouldn't tell anybody, but I always like the surprise because then when something does happen, I get that surprise there, and I don't want to have a certain mindset going into something and know about it beforehand. Like, it's always great to know about it beforehand, but you can see the reaction on my face whether I do like it or I don't like it, so it's better to get that live, and Trev has noticed that. Probably hold about 10 different tokens at any one time, and wouldn't want to get into a position where I hold 20 plus, for example. You wouldn't want to get into a position where you hold 20 plus? Why? Gives you the opportunity to benefit from all of those. Even though, like, when you do that, if you spread money equally into all of these projects, you're gaining, I know, you're gaining less around everything, because you may have something that blows up way more. And if you believed in that a lot more, you want to put more money into it. So what I typically do is I'll have a certain amount that I look to invest. So 300 of a minimum. If I can't put 300 of a minimum into there, I'm not going to invest into that project. Besides my Kraken portfolio, which is like $5 or $10 per position, and I want to see which one does blow up based on just randomness. Good thing you said that. I was going to tell you on an XDM. Why does that sound horrible? Why can't we just go back to Twitter? Why does that sound horrible? I got you. I'm going to send you a DM on X. It's like, okay. I don't know what type of site that is. But yeah, don't let me know. Just let it be. And when it does come out, if I miss the announcement or miss anything, a lot of times I'm not, actively checking Twitter. When I'm off of here, like I'm off of here. After my day of work, I'm pretty much like done and ready to go from I'm losing my train of thought right now. I read something and I'm losing my train of thought. After 5 o'clock, after I stop recording and get all my videos uploaded for the day, I'm done and I really don't check anything. Sometimes I'll go and check comments, but I don't really go on Twitter that much. I try to remain, free of that and spend a lot of time with the kids and the family. So I'm surprised you never talk about Floki. I've talked about Floki twice. That was within more popular times in the market. The last time I talked about Floki didn't really do too well on views. So the popularity just wasn't there. So yeah. I'm trying something where I put 200 in 5 different projects and see what happens. High cap, mid cap, low cap. Are you doing research on those projects though? If you're putting a decent amount of money into something, you want to find that you're doing research on those projects, because if you don't do research on those projects, then it just tanks. If you have a boatload of cryptocurrency projects that you're getting into, there may be one that blows up out of it, or 3 that blows up, maybe even 10. And if that happens, you end up gaining, what you lost, or just playing the situation where you're gaining maybe a little bit there. It doesn't matter. It just matters about what did blow up and what did run and for what reasons. Let's see if there's anything else that's happening within the news here. I want to make sure that my I guess I gotta accept cookies on the site. I want to make sure that it doesn't like automatically pop up and say, hey, log into this. So what is this saying? So crackdown on Binance. Sam Bankman-Fried trial illuminates crypto rivalry. Interesting. That's a lot to read. It's a lot to go through. So I'm not going to go through that because I feel like sometimes it's just too much and you can't, like, I don't want to sit here and have a 12-minute video. I mean, I could on my other channel because then it gives you mid-roll ads and all that stuff. Bitcoin ETF rumor had a silver lining, and it's apparent in the crypto options market. No. Coinbase picks Ireland as its main EU regulator hub. U.S. authorities go on the offensive. Interesting. I like this. Give me a second. Let's go into that. Coinbase, I guess this is kind of an update on the Coinbase lawsuit, sort of. So Coinbase picks Ireland as its main EU regulator hub as the U.S. authorities go on the offensive. What type of offensive? Trying to attack them. Cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase has chosen Ireland as its main operational and regulatory hub in the European Union. The company told CNBC in an exclusive interview. Coinbase submitted its application for a license under the EU's new markets in crypto assets regulation, which is set to come into force by December 2024. Coinbase has had an office in Dublin since 2018. The company employs about 100 people in Ireland. If and when it is approved, Coinbase will have a universal MiCA license in Ireland, which can then be used to pass. Which it can then use to passport its services into Germany, France, Italy, and Netherlands, and other EU countries. That makes it easier for Coinbase to launch new products in those markets without having to apply for individual licenses in each country. Coinbase says it's confident it will be able to win this license. The company is planning to be operational with the MICA license from day one. Coinbase Vice President of International told CNBC in an interview earlier this week. What is MICA? MICA is an EU's attempt at introducing a pan-European regulatory framework for crypto companies. It seeks to introduce protections for investors buying and selling crypto assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. The rules will allow crypto companies to use one license in one country to operate across all 27 EU member states. The regulation imposes a number of requirements on crypto firms, particularly exchanges, including the requirement that they don't commingle client funds with their own assets. As soon as MICA was passed into law, and even before that, we've been considering a number of member states. It was a long decision making process, and we've been very impressed with the engagement from Ireland throughout. It was really important for us to choose a member state that is not only a sophisticated regulator with significant experience in regulating financial services, but also recognizing the importance of a global integrated business model, the way we are structured as a company, and also the potential of this innovative new technology. Currently, Coinbase has an electronic money institution license and virtual asset service provider registration in Ireland, a crypto license in Germany, and a national registration in the other EU member states, including Italy and Netherlands, the Netherlands and Spain. U.S. lawsuit. The company, which is headquarters in San Francisco, is one of the largest crypto trading venues globally. The expansion move comes at a difficult time for the crypto industry. Crypto companies have been seeing their volumes decline, while fundraisers have slowed, and as macroeconomic conditions have gotten tougher and regulatory scrutiny has mounted. Coinbase is banking on growth in the European Union, a continent with a total population of 450 million, and other international hubs, I guess trying to be like Binance, right? Trying to be up there. As it faces regulatory pressure back home, not least from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, which accuses the company of operating an illegal securities venue. Coinbase disputes the SEC's claim and is fighting the case. However, its aim is for there to be a formal crypto legislation rather than constitute litigation in the courts. Coinbase chief, I guess I'll just call him Paul Grewal, the Coinbase legal officer, said that progress has been slower than he'd like when it comes to achieving crypto regulation in the U.S., but he's hopeful for more regulatory clarity in the future. Seems like that's all these companies care about, is just regulatory clarity, right? We're now seeing in the court cases real questions being asked about the U.S. approach to crypto regulation, in particular securities regulation. He said, judge after judge is asking serious questions about U.S. Interpretation of our U.S. securities laws, and frankly, challenging some fundamental points that the SEC has pressured on whether tokens are securities at all. MICA, on the other hand, I think offers a more substantial and serious approach to crypto regulation. in that it isn't caught up in jurisdictional fights, the turf battles, the turf battles that we have the United States over whether particular transactions or securities transactions or commodities transactions instead. The focus is on keeping consumers and investors safe. Let me see how much is in here. There's a lot more in here. Let's see. In recent quarters, Coinbase has earned as much as 15% or 20% of the top of the line revenue. The firm reported $808 million of sales global in the second quarter of 2023, according to its latest earnings. But for us, we're going to approach the opportunity in a responsible, measured way, and we're going to let our customers drive our investments and drive our focus on what opportunities to purchase or to pursue. It's an exciting future. EU's first approach to products. Okay, so it's a little interesting to go through that. I actually thought that was the end of it. I don't know why I thought that was the end of it, but it's just some news about Coinbase and what they are doing. And I don't know how, the SEC is going on the offensive. I haven't seen that. Coinbase is banking on growth. No, they haven't really shown or told me how the U.S. authorities are going on the offensive, because there's nothing in that article that tells me that. But this is what it's all about. Coinbase picks, I see DJ Trev asking what I'm reading. It's all about Coinbase. Coinbase picks Ireland as the main EU regulatory hub as the United States go on the offensive, which that last part is a lie. They've always been on the offensive and defensive and just everything, right? They don't care about crypto. But I thought it was going to be like, oh, well, maybe they're picking them as their hub, and it's not going to be about having regulatory clarity in the U.S. It's about just leaving the U.S. and leaving the U.S. behind. That's what I thought it was going to be more about. But just an interesting piece to make things stronger on the EU side of things. That's what it all seems like it's about. Guys, if you have a chance, we got 82 people here. Hit that like button. I'm sure there's new people here, so we can probably get this to 82 likes or 100 likes or something like that. Also, if you want to check out any links down below, check out any of those links. Don't forget about my credit card channel right here, which I don't know if we got to more subscribers here. Let's check. So we're at 414 subscribers. So thank you whoever hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. But yeah, we're growing slowly. So feel free to hit that subscribe button if you're interested in it. If you're not, then that's fine as well. So let's see if there's anything else out here related to crypto and anything interesting in crypto. Crypto giant, come on, where was that at? Crypto giant Binance's US affiliate halts direct dollar withdrawals. Interesting. They're halting withdrawals. Let's see what that's all about. So Binance, right? Binance.us, I guess. Crypto giant Binance US affiliate halts dollar or direct dollar withdrawals, meaning that they're halting withdrawals. The U.S. unit of cryptocurrency exchange Binance has halted withdrawal of dollars by its clients from the platform. Its updated terms show on Monday. In early June, Binance US had halted dollar deposits after the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission asked the court to freeze its assets. In the event that customers wish to withdraw U.S. dollar funds from their account, they may do so by converting U.S. dollar funds to stablecoins or other digital assets, which can subsequently be withdrawn, the term page said. Binance.us did not immediately respond to Reuter's request for comment. The news was first reported by CoinDesk. The SEC had sued Binance, its CEO, and founder CZ and Binance US operations in June, alleging in 13 charges that Binance had engaged in a web of deception, artificially inflating trading volumes and diverting customer funds. So that's not good. This article came out, 2 days ago where they did that. I'm sure everything's up and running, and you would have seen a ton of people go, "What in the world is happening here?" And they would have just been up in arms about not being able to withdraw their money, but you still are able to do it. It's just that was 2 days ago, but that's some news that is out there, and I guess holds some weight. Not being able to withdraw any type of funds or withdrawing US dollars. You just convert it to stable coins and you can do it easily. So that's simple enough. I'm sure everything's back to normal now, though. Maybe not, honestly. I don't know, because I haven't seen any update on this, but this was updated 2 days ago. What are your thoughts on Elmo? I see a lot of people talking about it lately, more so in YouTube live chats and comments over the last 3 days. My thoughts on Elmo, I'm a big fan of Elmo. Um, I like what they're doing. I'm a big fan of deflationary positions. They've decreased their supply so much that I have to be a fan of something, a project that does that. They're currently at 346 million coins or tokens, and they continue to decrease that supply with so many different methods. They're also offered on various exchanges, and having all these exchanges, all these places to where it is available on, especially being, a lower end coin at about a $1 million market cap, gives it so much promise and so much potential, as they potentially can see other crypto platforms that they get launched on. So, I don't know what big news they have coming soon, but they definitely have, some big news that's coming from what I heard, and I'm interested in what it's going to be. I'm also interested in what the future is going to be for Elmo, because again, a $1 million market cap, if taken seriously, you could see 10x, 20x returns from here, which means that the next person next to them is excited about where this can go and be worth tens or hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, that would be fantastic. So you're probably seeing comments in chats because you have, people part of the community that, just want to get everyone's opinion about it. Not like the Volt team that comes as soon as you start your live stream. You see a crazy amount. The starting supply was 1 billion. And the current supply is sitting at, the circulating supply is 251 because you have a lot that's staked. And then you have 346 total. If we look at here, so I thought I was showing the screen, sorry. But you have all of these different markets currently sitting at a $1.4 million market cap, with $100,000 worth of volume. It doesn't really have a crazy amount. Like, it doesn't have a ton of tier 2 and tier 1 exchanges, which eventually you could get there. But you are seeing a total of 346 million. And they started at 1 billion supply. Yes, they did burn off a decent amount in the beginning. And you also had standard transactions that were burning as people were buying up the position. Or selling the position, because it only has a tax on selling. And then you also had burns that were going through in exchanges. These exchanges were burning in the beginning. And now, that you have MEXC on here, these exchanges are not doing much burning, or any burning for that matter. So, but they're still able to burn with staking and still able to burn with on-chain volume. And the burn, remains consistent. We've seen millions that have been burned off weekly. Anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I think this is going to be the end of this live stream. I'm going to hop on in like 2 seconds and bring up AMC. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. I'm going to get out of here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Don't worry, I'll be right back, but I'll be talking